I am going to create new Lambda function using Visual Studio and the AWS toolkit. To make it simple, I selected AWS and all project types. So using C# language. So now I am selecting AWS Lambda project with test here, because other templates we will see in the future videos. Say given Lambda demo function as the project name. This is the blueprint which comes out of AWS template. I am selecting empty function for now, so we will see other functions in the future, because these are the blueprints which will generate the basic skeleton for the special purpose. So for example, if I say S3 function, then it will have S3 buckets in place and S3 NuGet packages reference to the particular project, and the event will ready to listen this S3 event. So for now I'm going with the empty function so that we can understand what exactly it is going to do, and what is the entry point, how to deploy the function, and what is the analogy of it. So the solution is ready with two projects inside, one for the main project, another one for the test one. So I'm not going to do anything with the test project right now, because we can cover it as a separate session. So in the function we'll see what are the things are there. It looks like it is a basic function. The class name is function, and it has one handler called function handler. So the syntax signature of the function is accepting one string and the lambda context as a second parameter. So whatever we want to pass to this function, we can create custom classes or model here. We can pass through this one, but ideally it will take only two parameters for now. So if I pass string, then it is changes the case to uppercase and returning it. So this is like a simple hello world function. So I'm not changing any of the code right now, and let's see what is there in the JSON file called AWS Lambda tools defaults. So this is where we are mentioning the profile what we are going to use, and the region we are going to deploy and build configuration. And this is a more important thing, function handler. I hope everyone can see this one. So where we need to mention the assembly name, so ideally the project name, solution name, whatever I given, and the namespace of the function handler, and the class, and the function handler name. So for example, if I want to change the function handler name to something, definitely I will need to update here also, because this is the configuration AWS toolkit going to consume. It won't know about anything about the class or something like whatever we have right here. It only know where is the entry point. That's the function handler. So we are ready with the function handler. I'm just going to deploy right now. We'll see how it is going to useful for us. I'm giving function name again here, but this is not name whatever we mentioned so far. So this is the function name AWS going to understand about this one in the future. So whatever we have right now, it's only for development. This one will be unique identifier in the AWS infrastructure wise. I given my demo function. I'm not going to change anything here, just to confirm that I am using default profile and the Mumbai region, because this is a nearby region for me. Okay, I hope in the next screen I need to provide some roles. Since I have role already, I'm choosing that one. We will see that in future. So once I click upload, so ideally it is building the project and it will create a zip out of the project output. Then the particular zip will be uploaded to AWMS. Right now which is uploaded. So we'll see whether it is working or not. I have some small string here. I'm invoking right now. You see here, so this passed to lambda, and lambda changed the case into uppercase and returning back to us. So this is what kind of hello world I said. So I'm now just going to update the function to understand how it is going to update the lambda what we deployed right now. Okay, let's say I added some string to get to know whether the updated lambda is working or not. Now I'm not going to deploy with the function already I did. So this is comes with the AWS toolkit. Right now I'm going to approach this in different way. Okay, let's see. Function name is my demo function. Okay, now I am going to PowerShell cd just to make sure that we are on right folder, because the folder which need to be there where we have this particular JSON file. Now I'm going to update the lambda which already I deployed. .NET lambda deploy function. Okay, that's it. Okay, we see here it says updating code for existing function. That means we have already deployed one function under this name. Even if you notice here, I haven't specified the function which need to be deployed actually, because all this information it got from this particular JSON file. Okay, so this is a very important for the CLI infrastructure. So right now I deployed using AWS Lambda tools. That's one of the CLI tool AWS provided. So using that also we can deploy using command lines. No need to deploy anything using Visual Studio. Yeah, that's it. We'll see whether it is updated right now. I'm just invoking again. I'm not changing anything at all. Yeah, looks like it is updated, because whatever the string I updated as part of the function, it is returning now. Yeah, looks awesome, right? So I hope this video helped for you. If at all you guys want something different or some other scenarios, please feel free to mention in the comments and share this video with your friends so that they can come to know how to use this function, how to use cloud infrastructure. This is the first step to serverless cloud computing. Definitely I will posting lot of videos around that with different scenarios. Hope you guys enjoying this. Thank you for watching.